Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to the Experience channel. It's been a while since I made my last video, but anyways, here I am, I'm back. Back with something a little bit different than usual in terms of cameras. Recently I made this video.
So this is the big daddy of my packages, so I'm really happy to get this, and it's Nimslo 3D.
I bought a 3D camera. Here it is. So this is the Nimslo 3D camera. This camera, it shoots obviously 3D pictures. You don't really develop it as a 3D picture these days. What you do now, you can develop it as a 3D picture, but nowadays it's used especially for doing that wiggle effect. You can do that with video, digital video, but you need to have your subject standing really still, and it's not very candid, and I like candid shots. So this is the best way to go, and I enjoy very much analog pictures. So this camera, it was the way to go. So you take a picture and you can create that wiggle effect where things go back and forth to left to the right. I can show you an example right now on screen. I really enjoyed that effect, and I went to eBay and to some local shops and I bought this camera. And as I showed you on my type of unboxing video, this camera was working fine. I inserted the batteries and I was very happy with it. I did a couple of tests with some flashes because when I bought this camera, it was only the camera. This camera has a special flash that it can actually come with. I didn't have it at the time, so I experimented with some different flashes, and the only flash I actually managed to work with was with a Olympus flash, really old Olympus flash. I think it's a T20 flash. I'll just pop it on the screen right now, a video of it. It's not the specific flash for it. It fits really snugly on the hot shoe. It's kind of hard to actually put it there, but it worked, and I was really happy. I wasn't able to shoot the camera at the time, so I put it in a shelf. And when I had the time to go back to it, I picked it up, and since it was the first time I was going to shoot with it, I just tested it without any film to make sure it was still working, and I just advanced it. And here you have a meter where a little light. You can actually see it right now, but I pop it on the screen, and it shows either green or red. So green, it's okay exposure. Red, you need flash to actually take the picture correctly. It was looking fine, then I shot it, and at the time it was not working. So this camera just stopped working on the shelf. It can happen. If you can take a look at the shutter sound, you should listen to 2 clicks and you only listen to 1. Let me see if you can actually make it work. Well, now it took a picture, but well, now it's working. See, it's really unpredictable. So if I would put this to the light, now it did not work. Let me see it again. See, the shutter does not actuate. 1 click, 1 click, 1 click. So it's not really reliable. This one, it was working fine, then just stopped working. Then I gave up on the project and put it away. The batteries are brand new, so that's not the issue. Well, it just does not work properly. It's not really reliable. 1 click only. So the shutter button seems to reactivate the light meter correctly, but the shutter does not work. It's a shame. So I put it away in the shelf. It's just a shelf piece now. And days later, I went back to eBay and I found this. So I actually found a quite nice condition package. It has the, as you can see, the pouch here. Let me just put the camera back here, so just for decoration. So I actually found this on eBay. So it has the pouch, as you can see, the original pouch. You can see there the Nimslo logo there. It's really nice. I like it. And it came with the pouch, obviously. The pouch in really nice shape. And it came with the camera, obviously. It has the original lugs, and it's in really nice shape for its age. It looks fine. So I just popped in the batteries, and in a second I'm going to show you what type of battery it uses and some of the main functions. It's a simple camera actually. So just, if I advance it, you can actually see the meter, and the sound is different. See, there's a second click there. That means the shutter is working properly on this camera. See, so this one is working fine. I already shot a couple of rolls with it, developed it, and processed them in Photoshop to create that wiggle effect. That's part 2 on my video. This one is just about the camera. Part 2 is how you can create the wiggle effect. One of the ways, there are more than one way for sure. So just advance the film. See, the second click. Well, this one is working perfectly. If you open the film chamber, if you point it to the light, you can actually see the shutter opening. I'm not really sure if you can actually see that. Maybe not. Let me see. Check out the blades. See, so the blades open and closed. That one, they just stay closed, so it does not work. So I'm going to pop in a video with the details of the camera, but as you can see, it has 4 lenses. It has a 5.6 lens aperture fixed, and it focuses from 2 meters to infinity. So I'm going to pop somewhere around here a list of these main features. So let's start with the batteries. It uses an ever-ready 386 battery. I never knew about this battery, but it's apparently readily available on the electronic shops and everywhere. I didn't know that, but it is, or in eBay even. It supports 100 ISA to 400 ISA on this selection. I can pop it on the video too. And the shutter speed ranges from 1/130 of a second to 1/500th of a second. So nice and flexible. That's okay. And the flash will synchronize on every speed. So that's also awesome. So 4 lenses, 5.6 aperture, it's a 30. Let me check. Yeah, 30 millimeter field of view. So it's nice and sharp. I was impressed about it, and it's really easy to use. So it's a very basic. So just film advance here, like any camera. Just half press for the meter to meter, and click it for it to shoot. So just pull it here to open the film chamber. You load it, and one funny thing is I don't think it's really viewable, but there's a red light that actually shines here, somewhere around here, every time I take a picture. When you're looking at the actual film after developing it, you'll find out which frame is the first frame or the last frame. It really depends. Maybe it was important when developing this film as actual 3D film, so it has a little round ball marking either the first one or the last one, depending on the perspective. So the frame. Hot shoe. It has an electronic hot shoe. Okay, and ISO selection. Really, nothing really special here, and your film release, so can rewind it. Nice and simple. Just point, shoot it. Make sure you are at 2 meters or more, and you should be fine. So included with the let me put it here, included with the actual pouch and the camera, it was the flash. This is really exciting because, as you can see, this flash, it's not a regular flash. It's a Nimslo OptiLight flash. It has two light heads. This one that shines forward, and this one that you can actually choose if you want to shoot forward, bounce. You can actually choose how to want to shoot it. And you have here the usual stuff: the on/off, the ISO selection, and the distance scale. So this camera can actually work with other flashes. The most recent ones it does not. It has some issues, but as I mentioned, some older flashes can actually work with it. So it's charging. I'm going to advance it, and as you can see, it's quite sexy. You can just regulate this as you wish. And let me see if it fires. Yep, here it goes. So it's a very sexy package. Well, you're not going to shoot this every day. You're not going to shoot this in every situation, but it's a really nice novelty. And bam, it works nice. Let me put it back there again. Here it is, the cameras. And there it is. And let me put the pouch here. So it's very easy to use. It's very simple to use. Point and shoot it, and you have that wiggle effect after you process it. So you're not going to shoot everything with it. Just to have some fun with it, to have something different and something exciting. One other thing is, when you shoot this camera, one roll of film actually will produce half of the usual images, because one shot, one picture, it's actual. You take the number of shots of two pictures. So 36 roll of film actually take half of that number of shots, because to have that number of shots to make the wiggle effect, you'll take two 35mm shots. So one roll will actually make half of the usual amount of shots you usually take, but that's okay. Like I said, we're not going to use this every single time. You're just going to use this for some special effect or some special situations. About that still, when you cut your film, if you develop yourself and cut your film, at the first film, I actually cut every frame like this. So this is one picture. As you can see, it has four there, one for each lens. But this is just way too small. It's hard to handle and to put away. So I decided to make two. So these are two pictures. See? In total, well, really there are 8, but this is one, this is another one. So this is just easier to handle and to store. But it really depends on your scanner. So I have a flatbed scanner, so it has a limit of how much film you can put in the tray. So it depends on your case, but like this, it's just way too small to handle and to actually make it put away and store it. But that's your choice. I would advise the bigger the better, like this one, for instance. But you really take your pick and make the correct choice for you. So thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next time on part 2 where I show you how to make the wiggle effect on a 3D image produced by the Nimslo 3D camera or some other similar camera with 4 lenses or something of sorts. Thank you and see you next time.